So let's get to the very end. It's important that if you finally do reach a settlement, that you document it properly. It may not be the final settlement paper, but you don't want a party coming back a day later and saying, I never promised this would be confidential. I'd like to go through each panelist, 30 seconds, one golden rule, one little bit of critical advice given to an attorney who's preparing for their first ever mediation. Justin?
I think you have to prepare your clients. 90% of cases settle. If you, early on in the case, get your client's expectations completely unrealistic, you're going to have a real problem at mediation.
Mike?
Clarify the goals of the mediation with your client, identify and frame the issues in a genuine and constructive manner, and figure out what your BATNA is, the best alternative to a negotiated agreement. If you have that nailed down, it gives you the flexibility to know where you can go or where you can't go.
Tracy?
Make sure your client knows what they want to get paid. In my case, it's really a question of tallying up the numbers, and oftentimes my clients really have no idea how much they've spent and how much money they're looking to collect. So that's very important, that they understand how much they are out of pocket and what they're willing to walk out of that room with.
And Linda?
I think it's a candid assessment of the case, and given some of the comments we've heard before, letting your client know the real cost involved, the time, and the potential for risk all along the litigation.
Okay. Well, that wraps us up. Law schools focus a lot more on ADR now than they used to. It's going to be a reality. I think it's driven by the immense cost of litigation, which is in turn driven by the immense cost of electronic discovery and other things that have become the norm now. So you will probably be mediating at some point, especially if you go the litigation route. And I also encourage anybody who even thinks they might like the idea of trying to get two people to settle their differences to look at the possibility of being a mediator or arbitrator yourself. It is enormously rewarding, and when you go home, it's not your case. Have a great day.